Hey gems, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about Montessori. Now I'm gonna give you the most basic what Montessori is. It's independence for your kid. Long story short, it's independence for a kid. So it was coined by a lady named Maria Montessori. She studied I am drawing a blank, but underprivileged or kids were a little bit more delayed is maybe what I'm looking for. So yeah, so she studied those kids and came to realization that the more independence you give a kid, the better it is for them in the long run. Montessori is a type of learning or parenting style that is self-directed, where the kid is kind of the kid leads, you follow. In a dance, the kid is leading, you're following, okay? Within this style of learning, you give kids choices. You don't just tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it. You give them the opportunity to make that decision for themselves. So when it comes to Montessori, in this house, I would consider myself a Montessori type parent. I practice some Montessori things, and I just practice other things that my mom used to do that I find that were very good, that were very efficient. Right now, I'm paying attention to where Eli is developmentally. What does he like to do, and what can I do to what can I do to assist him in that learning? So right now he likes to pour. We are pouring any and everything that he could possibly think of. I give him a juice box. He doesn't want to drink the juice box. He wants to pour it out into something. So I give him the opportunity to pour. It's not about saying no to your child all the time. It's about letting them explore things within a boundary. You're giving them boundaries. It's like limits within, no, freedom within limits, I think they say. Like, I'm giving you freedom, but there's a limit to this. So you're gonna pour the juice, but in this area or in this space or wherever it is that I set you up, this is your limit. But I'm giving you freedom on how you go about it. If Eli wants to pour things, right, it's telling me he is trying to build a later life skill. Pouring is not an easy skill. I still struggle with it to this day, depending on what the object is that I'm pouring into out of, whatever. But that's him trying to develop a long-term life skill. Why would I be the type of parent to hinder that? So in the Montessori way of learning, you promote that, you help them, you provide them with the space and opportunity to further that. You kind of involve kids in your everyday activity, because those are the things that are going to make your child more self-sufficient. When you're cooking, when you're doing laundry, when you're bathing your child, when you're walking, when you're going grocery shopping, anything that you do, involve your children. Involve them in anything that you do. When I do laundry, I let him pour the soap. Oh my gosh. Is it the end of the world? No. Does it take longer? Sometimes. When I'm taking out the clothes out the dryer, sometimes he helps me. It doesn't last long, but sometimes he helps. When I'm sweeping, the man wants to sweep too. When I'm mopping, which is really interesting because this story time, short story time. He's seen me mop before. At that point, I didn't let him touch the mop, but he would just watch me. And the motion of putting the mop in the bucket, picking it up, twisting it to let out the water. One day I put the mop out so I can go mop, and I just walked away, or I didn't put water in it or anything yet. He did the motions of the mopping. Put it like this, take it out, try to twist it, because he sees it. Like, your kid is absorbing everything that you do right now. Montessori is another way of saying give your kid some independence, give him some choices. I take out 2 shirts that I want him to wear, but I say, okay, do you want this one or do you want that one? He makes a decision. Now, maybe later on he'll learn how to make decisions. I remember when I was growing up, we would spend hours outside, not really on TV, not really in the home. We were outside in the backyard, riding our bikes, just exploring. I remember playing with lizards and in the dirt. But those are the ways they learn. Yeah, the iPad is cute. Yeah, the tablet. Yeah, the YouTube, it's cute and all. But I read that it starts to hinder their fight or flight because of all that screen flickering and stuff. So it's doing more harm than good. Yeah, your kid learned the ABC 1 2 3, but this constant, it like suppresses their fight or flight. Where they should be flighting, they're like not. So let them experience through touching, through exploring, through being. Now I'm trying to learn Eli's learning style, if he's a physical touch, if he's learning through auditory, or how does he learn. But I think with the help of my friend, she said he might be an auditory learner. So he's a sounds guy. So if I want to do something to him, I have to make a song, or I have to say it a certain way, or repeat it 500 times, like in order for him to learn. If your kid is a movement kid, maybe tell him jump to A, or put a whole bunch of little squares on the floor and make A through 1 through 5, and okay, jump to 1, jump to 2, to get them active and going. You know, it depends how they learn. So you want to be that parent to foster that, because it all starts with you. You're in the beginning. My biggest thing is toys that make your kids work, not toys that works your kids. So for example, I'm not gonna buy a nice, cute, flashy toy that all I do is press a button and then it happens. I need a toy where he does this and does that. He's working, he's figuring it out. How does this work? The toy is not doing all the work for him. When it comes to purchasing toys within my home, I try to be very selective about what I let in and out of my house. Specifically, what I let into my home. Not every toy is gonna make it. Not every toy that was cute and flashy. I kind of steer away from too many colors. Calm, cool, collected. Let the imagination run wild. Let the kid decide what he wants that toy to be, or how it's gonna be. Like the toy sings and dances and flashes and shines and do all these. That's too much for me. Overstimulating. But to each his own, okay? Now there is a toy subscription that is Montessori related. They give you toys based off your child's age and where they should be developmentally to help foster those. I like them out. What? What? So besoin? Vous voulez ouvrir porte là? Oui? Oh, you would like that out. Okay. So there is a subscription. It's called Love Every, and it's a little expensive. It's a little expensive, but they offer you toys based off where your kid is developmentally. It's like 5 or 6 toys. I considered it, but then my friend was like, why don't we just buy the things that we feel like we want our kid to have? So we go look at it, pick and choose what we like, and try to find it on Amazon. Maybe that's it. Another thing you want to be careful for when it comes to this Montessori thing that is very popular right now. Just because it's labeled Montessori does not mean it's Montessori. You have to do your research in what Montessori really, what's a Montessori type toy, and what is that toy promoting? What is that toy doing? Normally, not 100%, but normally most Montessori toys are made of wood. They're very basic, minimal. These toys usually are open-ended toys that the kid has to do something in order to make it work. But just be careful, okay? Not everything labeled Montessori is Montessori. Another huge thing with Montessori, again with the independence, is put everything at eye level. Put things on the kids' level. So I do have a little toy, what is this called? A bookshelf that I've been using since he was born, and I put his toys out. It's an 8 cube. I put 1 toy in each cube so that A, he is focusing on those toys, and B, he's able to reach and grab what he wants to play with when he wants to play with it, so that I don't have to, oh mommy, give me that, mommy. No, we don't got time for that, you know? So put everything within reach. I just started doing, in my fridge, I put a little basket with applesauce, and when I feel like buying juice pouches, not rarely, not often, I put fruits or whatever within his reach that if he wants it and I open the fridge, he takes it I don't have to be the one to give it to him. So try to find ways to make things available to your kid without you doing the work. I don't know if you get in the theme here. It's to make you not do for your kid and let them do for themselves. What's even crazier is the fact that they want to do. Who am I? Who am I to hinder him from vacuuming, you know? If he wants to wash the dishes, if he could, we haven't gotten there yet. I would love for him to wash the dishes because I hate washing dishes. If you love it, why would I hinder you? Why would I take away that feeling from you? Who am I to take away that feeling? You know? Another huge thing with Montessori is like unspoken communication, I would say. Because kids at this, my baby boy don't really speak a lot of languages that I understand, okay? So we need to be in one accord so I can understand what he may need without actually telling me what he may need, okay? Montessori tends to go hand in hand with elimination communication, which is using unspoken rule, body language, all of that to be able to know when your child has to go to the bathroom. Because it is said that naturally kids know not to poop on or pee on themselves. But we in this world, we tend to give diapers, which then teaches them to pee on yourself and then unteaches them how to not pee on themselves. But that's for another day when I cover potty training. So I do have 2 book recommendations that I'm going to put in the link below so you guys can see the books that I've read on Montessori to kind of give me a little bit more knowledge on how Montessoriing is. Now, I'm not 100% Montessori diehard, like I do every single thing from A to Z. I take pieces that fit into our lives and put it into play, and that's it. So the 2 books is Montessori Baby and Montessori Toddler. So you have to just make sure it's a safe environment. Give them freedom within limits, you know? Safe environment, let them explore, let them get things, touch this and touch that. And yeah, promote independence and let your child explore. Let your child be a child, but also like, if they want to, let them. Depending on what it is, you know? Not everything. Don't just let them out here. They want to touch knives and lick them and stick them down their throat. You don't want to do that now. You know? But I let my kid, I have like these, what is it called? They're like, they're made especially for kids. It's like safety tools, and he chops onions with me and peppers. He wants to. I let him. He enjoys it. That's kind of my spiel for today. Let me know in the comments, are you a Montessori parent? Do you practice or do anything Montessori related at home? Let me know what you think of this video. And if you have any requests, anything that you would like me to record or talk about in my parenting, my motherhood journey, my faith life, just leave a comment below and I'll be sure to make it happen for you. So thank you again, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let your girl know how you feel.